Hi there piglets, it's me, Brody, otherwise known as Porcine, and welcome to another episode of the Golden Pig Review Show. If you haven't seen the show before, here's how it works. I pick 3 tracks from the week's submissions, I play them in no particular order, I give a little bit of feedback after each one, the good stuff, the bad stuff, anything that made me want to press the sides of my headphones in until my brain popped. And then at the end, I pick the track that I enjoyed the most and I give it the Golden Pig Award. It's a completely bullshit award, really. Just a gimmick, but, you know, a bit of fun. Anyway, 3 really good tracks for you this week. 2 from the UK, 1 from Canada. 2 out of the 3 share some stylistic similarities, which is probably a first for this show on any given episode. A little bit of coherence. Who knows? It might work. Haven't tried it yet, but we will soon see if I enjoy it. Anywho, let's take a look at the first track. Our first track for this week comes to us from Canada. The artists are a group called Stone Age Man. The track is titled Look at What the Cat Dragged In. It is a really cool style of music. Don't want to say too much. Okay. Think klezmer on steroids and you might halfway be there. We're going to listen now. I will give you some of my worthless opinions afterwards.
And tiptoed through the door. It had been about a week and I knew she'd be sore. I even got her something from the jewelry store, and this is what she said to me. Oh, won't you look at what the cat dragged in, all crumpled up and sorry for a night of sin, all jumped up tight and itchy, what a mess you're in. Oh, look at what the cat dragged in. And then you sit there with your cigarette and proceed to tell me how you lost a bet with some very shady people who will break your legs. Oh, look at what the cat dragged in. Trace of those little lines of powder sitting on your face, but those little lines of powder simply can't replace the emptiness inside of you. And I can smell on you the tender sweat. There's a little trickle running down your neck, running to a river of cold regret and filling up the hole in you. And I can see the handprint on your cheek from the skinny little slapper who you banged all week. Well, maybe she can help you find your lucky streak, 'cause after this I'm through with you.
So that was Look at What the Cat Dragged In by Stone Age Man out of Canada. The good stuff, the stuff I really enjoyed about that one. Honestly speaking, I really just love this style of music. It always reminds me of, several similar vibes that I've always enjoyed. Things like gypsy jazz and that sort of vibe. Eastern European folk or Central European folk. All those sorts of vibes just coming together in a really big, flashy, theatrical sound. It's really good. I especially loved the vocals and the lyrics. I thought the lyrics were quite, quirky and clever, but the vocal delivery was especially sound. Really enjoyed that, especially the sort of the harmonies in parts. Just like simple, not like multi-part or anything. Just good. Just worked. Who doesn't love a good bit of fiddling in the musical sense? It always just sounds good. Get some fiddles in there just scraping away quite aggressively in places, to be honest. But it was really, really well played as well. And on that note, the interplay between the instruments throughout the track was just exceptional. I thought, there was such a large number of variations upon a repeating theme, but every one just took it a different way, and I thought it just sounded great. And that little speed up at the end, as it heads to its ultimate climax, was just really cool. So massive thumbs up to Stone Age Man. Excellent track. For those of you watching, take a look in the description. You'll find a link to more music and social media accounts for Stone Age Man. Our second track for this week comes to us from the UK, from an artist named Alvinos Zavlis. The track is called Flying High. It's quite different to the last one, but still thoroughly enjoyable. Let's take a listen now. So that was Flying High by Alvinos Zavlis. Good stuff. Things I really enjoyed about that one. That sort of like slightly unnerving layered soundscape intro leading into the first vocal section. It's really cool. The vocals themselves, I'm not always a fan of that sort of auto-tuned vocodery type vocal sound. It worked in the context of this music, so that's good. Sometimes that sort of thing really works, but I think in this day and age it's quite commonly overused to just cover up for a lack of singing ability. I mean, do what I do. Just let everyone hear your lack of singing ability. Anyway, this isn't about me, this is about you. The three big ones for me were, overall it is an unpredictable, chaotic mess, which is brilliant. Really works, keeps you on your toes, but still easy enough to sink back into and enjoy the music. Those little conflicting rhythmic ideas that come in over the top of each other throughout those instrumental sections, just they are really the key to that chaotic and unpredictable feeling. And finally, those lovely little dark melodies, sort of minor key, not always prominent in the mix, but they sounded good. They sounded really good. So Flying High by Alvinos Zavlis. Check the description to find social media accounts and more music. Our third and final track for this week also comes to us from the UK, from a group named the Recks. Check the description to see how to spell that. The track is titled Lights, and it is off a rather impressive album that they sent through. Genre bending seems to be a key feature throughout the album, but I wouldn't want to spoil that. Go and check it out for yourself. It has some stylistic similarities to the first track that I showed you by Stone Age Man, but they're more obvious on the other tracks. I just think that some of the musical heritage behind both of those groups in terms of influences might be shared. Anyway, enough bullshit from me. Let's check out Lights by the Recks, and I will give you detailed feedback on the other side.
It's fairy tale ends as soon as you see the sun go down. And if you whisper what you think I might hear when you're around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. You're out of control. You act just like the shout of a clown. I wanna take control. I think I call the best to put you down. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. I'll tiptoe, walking down the road to my home. Tick tock, look at the clock, it's time to go. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. Well, I'm losing my mind. I think I go and take a lie down. Well, I'll be better soon. As soon as you're around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. I'll tiptoe, walking down the road to my home. Tick tock, look at the clock, it's time to go. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around. And I'm walking at the light, and you're not around.
So that was Lights by the Recks. What I really love about that, there's one thing above all that really jumps out at me about that. And it's not that beefy guitar riff. It's not the quirky, weird, in-your-face vocals, or even the violently clashing accordion parts. It's the fact that the song really seems to come alive and is totally ambivalent. It has its own personality, this song, and it is totally ambivalent. This song is not sure whether it's like an old school, proggy, almost Jethro Tull type track, or whether it's stoner metal. It's just not sure. It can't make up its mind, so it tries to be both things at once. Seriously though, great conflicting vibe. There's these wonderfully pretty jangly parts, and then immediately after them you get hit in the face with this great big beefy riff, or even just the weirdness that this track brings forward. So yeah, overall massive thumbs up to the Recks with that track, but I have to say picking one track out of that album was extremely difficult because most of them, well, not most of them, but a fair old chunk of them are just as fucked up and different as that one. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, check the link in the description and find some more music by the Recks. Alright piggies, let's do the Golden Pig. If you've made it this far into the video, you're probably wondering who will win the world's most pointless music award this week. I've decided to give it to Stone Age Man with Look What the Cat Dragged In, and there's no one winning factor for it. It's just overall a really, really amazing track. Well put together, it's quirky, it's different, it's well produced. I think I said that already. Yeah, it's just a great song, and I keep coming back to it. I'll probably keep coming back to it for a while. Yeah, so tell all your friends and mortal enemies that Stone Age Man have won this week's Golden Pig Award with their track Look What the Cat Dragged In. If you have some cool and different music that you would like me to feature on my little show, let me know where to find it. Send me a message of some kind on any of the listed services, and tell me where to check out your track. Also, you can send me an email at porcinemusic@gmail.com. Check the description on how to spell that, and also while you're down there, check out the social media links and music links for all three of this week's really, really kick-ass reviewees. Until next time, I've been Brody, otherwise known as Porcine, and please send me your shit.